We will begin this meditation by finding a comfortable position. That position could be lying down, it could be seated against a wall, it could be seated in a chair. Just find a position where any physical discomfort, uneasiness is minimized so that you can bring as much awareness as you can to the internal landscape of the body. Once you've found this position, take a few moments to turn your awareness to your breath. As the attention may get drawn away from time to time, just simply turn your awareness back to the breath. And notice that you are inhaling and that you are exhaling. And if you need to, you can just simply say to yourself, I am inhaling as you inhale, and I am exhaling as you exhale. Begin to follow the journey of the breath through the inhale as it comes in through the nostrils, down the back of the throat, and into the lungs. And then you can follow the exhale from the lungs out through the throat and out through the nostrils. And as you do this, you might notice the feedback, the internal feedback that is starting to bubble up to the surface. Know that this is valuable information about where you are in this moment in time. And it isn't to confer any judgment upon where you've been or where you're going. It is simply what is present here and now. So as you begin to notice maybe physical sensations, emotions, thoughts, maybe energetic sensations in the body, such as tingling, can you receive these things with a curious mind, with an open mind? Not so much wanting to know why, but just, look at that. My fingers are tingling, or wow, I'm really angry right now. Whatever it is, just be open and have a curious mind. And before we begin this meditation, I invite you to rate your pain level or your discomfort level. That could be emotional discomfort, physical discomfort, however you're defining that right now for you. So if 10 were the highest and 0 were the lowest, give yourself a rating. And then we're going to go a step further and rate your ability to cope with where you are right now. So if 10 is an inability to cope, we just don't have any resources, and 0 is possibly you feel fine. Or if it makes more sense to you, you can flip that around. You can say that 10 is your ability to cope really well. That even though your pain might be at a 8, your coping level's at a 10. So you can manage this today. But say, for instance, your level of pain was at a 7, but your coping level was at 0, then you might be struggling. And it could be that your pain level is rather low and your coping level is low. So therefore the pain might be a little bit harder to deal with. So just give yourself a rating on your coping level. And then I invite you to take an inhale. So wait to receive an inhale into the body. Exhale, sigh out of the mouth, and just let that be. Put that in your back pocket. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And as the breath journeys in, start to become aware of the points of contact of the body. What are the points of contact that are touching some sort of supportive surface, the floor, the wall, chair, some sort of prop? And know that you are being supported. How about the points of contact to your body, to space? And know that space is a source of support as well. And start to let your body settle down through the points of contact into some sort of hard surface, the floor, the wall, or the chair. Let the weight of your body settle down until you start to feel a sense of grounding, a sense of stability. And as you begin to ground again and turn your mind just into the inner landscape of the body, a gentle reminder that sensations, the feedback that you are receiving, is valuable data that leads you back to yourself. And bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet, the back of your legs, the top of your legs, the back of your hips, your low belly, the back of your rib cage, wrapping around the front of the rib cage and your chest. You're touching the places of your body with your mind. Bring your awareness to the back of the arms. Bring your awareness to the front of the arms. Bring your awareness to your hands, to your throat, to your head, to your face. And then bring your awareness back to your breath. Again, say to yourself, I am inhaling and I am exhaling. Now bring into mind a place where you feel safe. This place can be completely imagined. It could be a place that you've been to. It could be a place where you live. Maybe a spot in your house, perhaps a place in your yard. Possibly it could be a pet or a loved one. But this is a person, a place, or a thing where when you're in this space, you feel wholly and completely accepted, wholly and completely supported, wholly and unconditionally loved. It is a place that you can sink into. It is your soft place to fall. And begin to see that in your mind. See the colors, the shapes, the sounds, the smells. See all that's associated with this person, place, or thing. And invite yourself into the space with this person, place, or thing, and notice how you feel when you're there. The calm that comes over you. The softening of your muscles, the weight of your body. Notice how the mind eases, the breath eases. And keep your mind focused on this place. This place is called your inner resource. And know that you can come back to this at any point during this meditation to establish that feeling of safety, that feeling of acceptance, that feeling of unconditional love. So holding your inner resource in your heart, bring your mind back to the bottom of your feet. Soften the soles of the feet, the skin of the feet. Bring your awareness to your toes. Feel the relaxation of the toes and possibly the space between each one of your toes. Bring your mind to the tops of your feet, softening the skin at the tops of the feet. And start to feel the weight of both feet, whatever surface you happen to be on. Bring your awareness to your lower legs, in between your ankles and your knees. And then allow the calf muscles to release away from the shin bones. Feel a softening of the muscles towards the floor. And start to feel the weight of each shin bone, the right and the left. And allow a sense of heaviness from the calves, through the shins, through the ankles, all the way down through the feet. Bring your awareness to the space between your hips and your knees. Begin to melt the thigh muscles away from the thigh bones. Start to feel the weight of your right thigh bone, your left thigh bone. And then feel the skin softening over the thighs. Then again, can you allow weight in the thighs through the calves, lower leg, all the way to the feet. And start to feel the softness and the ease of the lower body. Bring your awareness to your hips, the buttocks, pelvic floor, and the deep low belly. Feel the space in the abdomen. Feel the pelvic floor release. Feel the buttocks soften and relax. And then notice the heaviness of the hips, pelvis. And from the top of the hip bones down through the legs all the way to the tips of the toes. Allow heaviness and a release to the earth, and a softness and a lightness. Bring your awareness to your upper abdomen, around the kidney area, and then into the rib cage. Start at the bottom rib and go all the way to the top, to the collarbones, and into the upper back. Allow the same softness that you feel in the belly to come up into the upper abdomen, into the rib cage, and soften each space from the lower rib cage all the way to the top. So as you feel the space loosen between each one of the ribs, feel it wrap around all the way into the spine. And let the spine begin to settle towards whatever it is that you're supported by. Again, feel the muscles loosening away from the bones. So you begin to soften your chest, the muscles of the back, muscles of the low back, the muscles underneath the shoulder blades, around the shoulder blades. And then as you feel the heaviness of relaxation, at the same time you can feel the space and the lightness. And take your awareness to the shoulders, upper arms. Release the musculature, all the muscles that are around the shoulders, the muscles that are attached to the upper arm bone. Feel that softening. Even softening the skin. Then again, feel the weight, the arm bones dropping towards whatever it is that you're supported by. Bring your awareness to your elbows, down through your wrist and into your hands. Release any hold that you feel in your hands. Notice the space between your fingers and the softness of the palm of the hand. Soften the muscles away from the forearm bones. Now from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips, can you feel the heaviness of the arm bones? The heaviness of the fingers, the hand bones. And then at the same time, can you feel the lightness in the space that the relaxation of heaviness creates for you? And then come into the throat, the neck, softening the muscles around the throat, softening the muscles of the neck, leading up into the base of the skull. Create space between the upper and lower teeth, space between the upper and lower lips. Soften the cheeks, soften around the ears. Let the eyes softly drop back into their sockets as you soften around the eyes, the back of the eyes, in between the eyes. Feel the eyebrows floating lightly above the eyes. And then notice how the forehead begins to lighten, letting go of any creases, any wrinkles, any worries, into the scalp and into the crown. Feel the heaviness of the head as it softly releases into support. And now from the crown of the head down to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. Feel the heaviness of relaxation, the lightness and the space that comes with it. All throughout this process, you might have, again, still been present with thoughts or emotions, physical sensations, this data that leads you back into yourself. Some of these things you might find negative, that might strike you in a negative way. Inviting you to welcome that negative emotion or feeling, and instead of running from it, pushing it down, invite it into this newfound space. Feel the support and the strength. Connect to your inner resource and feel the unconditional love and the complete and whole acceptance of your being as you invite whatever it is that is negative to you into this space. And just sit with it for a moment. And then experience the exact opposite. So if there's pain, then experience ease and joy in the body. If there's anger, experience contentment and happiness. If there's confusion, experience clarity. As you go through this process, you might be labeling. You might say, I am angry, or I am in pain. And can you just drop the I amness of the statement? So instead of saying I am just pain or anger, just say and identify what's coming to you, so that you take away the attachment of you to it, and it simply is what it is. And then experience the opposite of whatever is coming to you. If you like, you can pause this, go through this process as long as you need to, and then restart the recording. Then turn your awareness and attend completely to your breath. Notice that you are inhaling and notice that you are exhaling. As you breathe, breathe into your inner resource. Bring your inner resource clearly into your mind and imagine that you are in it, with it, beside it. And then experience the unconditional love and the complete and whole acceptance in this space. And breathe that feeling throughout your body. So as you breathe it into your lungs, it goes into the circulation of your body and it's transferred and transported everywhere within you, filling you up, every cell, until your whole body radiates with this unconditional love and this complete and whole acceptance. And continue that until you feel the outer edges of yourself. And then invite movement into your fingers, into your toes, and begin to awaken into this sense of that unconditional love and that complete acceptance that you've cultivated from within yourself. And as you're awakening into that, just remind yourself that this is a process you took yourself through. You created this condition. And so therefore it means that you can do it again. You can tap into this whenever you need to, wherever you are, doing anything with anybody, anywhere. And slowly just create some more gentle and easy movement through your body. It could be just stretching, just moving around a little bit, taking some deeper breaths, finding some exhales through your mouth until you notice where you are. You're completely and fully present, feeling the pressures upon your skin, the temperature of the air, noticing the sounds around you, noticing the light. And then place your hands at your heart level, either just placing your hands flat on your chest or possibly in a prayer position, something that's meaningful to you. And take your head space into your heart space. And ending your practice with gratitude. Just bringing to mind one thing that you are grateful for in this moment. Offer it up. Further, thank yourself for nurturing yourself with this practice today. And know that you are unconditionally loved and you are wholly and completely accepted. May blessings be upon you. Namaste.